our power is in our choices. The choices that you make is the power that you have. You have the power to say yes to the things that you want and the power to say no to the things that you don't want. And any time that you are saying yes to things that you know that you do not want, you are giving away your power. And I know that it can feel like you don't have a choice, right? But you always have a choice. And the choice to not do anything is still a choice. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so today we're going to be doing a check-in on your spiritual path. We're going to use my Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull one card from this to get some guidance for your spiritual path, and then we're going to pull 3 cards from the Mermaid Tarot. So it's going to be a progression spread, the past, present, future. It'll tell me where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, you can do that at this time. All right, so I want to start off by taking 3 deep breaths together and calling in our spirit team. So if you close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me. Okay, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in our angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. So let's start with the channeled message. What does Capricorn need to know at this time? Friendship, contentment, dream. How well do you get along with others? And do you appreciate the people in your life? The phrase faithful in little, faithful in much is coming to mind. When you are content with what you have, you program your mind to see the best in your situations, and you will notice more and more blessings each day. You will likely be collaborating with others soon on a project or on a new project or mission. Allow yourself to dream about all of the amazing possibilities available to you. Show gratitude for all that you already have and start creating a plan that will allow your dreams to come to life. Okay, so I had a few things that were coming to me with that, and the faithful in little, faithful in much. Where was I going with it? Let's see. The reticular activation system. So it says, when you are content with what you have, you program your mind to see the best in your situations, and you will notice more and more blessings each day. So the reticular activation system is a part of your brain processing that it tries to prove you right. So if you are telling yourself that your life is bad, nothing ever works out for you, if that's what you're telling yourself on a regular basis, your brain is going to try to prove that to you. And so it's going to point out, hey, yeah, like, remember that flat tire the other day? Remember when that, you had that, your dryer went out, or an unexpected expense, all of these things, or when this person left me, when that friend treated me like this. You could probably start just naming all kinds of things just by saying nothing ever works out for me. But in the same sense, if you tell yourself things always work out for me, things are always working out for me, then your brain will also start looking around to prove that right. And so it'll say, that's right. So you remember when, that project, was way more successful than you thought it would be? Or do you remember when you got that unexpected money, in your pocket that other day? Or when that bill was less than what you expected it to be? There's all of these different things that your brain will start finding if you start training it to look for them. And you'll see that your life is not nearly as bad as what you might think it is. Because if you think your life is bad, then your brain will prove that it really is bad. If you think your life is good, then your brain is going to try to prove that your life is actually better than what you might think. All right. So let's go ahead and set some intentions as I shuffle. Okay, so my first intention is that anyone who finds this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, and anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I post about 3 to 4 videos a week right now. Okay. All right. And if you're interested in a private reading, I do offer private readings, but right now I am in a transition. So I've been taking classes with Soulful Revolution to become certified to read for their site. They're opening up a new feature on their website to offer private readings from the certified readers. And so that's supposed to open up sometime in July. And as soon as that is up, I will let you know, and I will link that down in the description box. So for right now, I've kind of held off on trying to book any personal readings until this transition takes place. So I will let you know as soon as that is ready. All right. Deep breath. All right, so what does Capricorn need to know right now for their spiritual path? Too much. Try again. Key of Light. Okay. Deep breath. Capricorn, past, present, future. Past. We've got the 9 of Wands. So you were on that last defense. Present. We've got 5 of Cups. This is grieving. Life didn't turn out quite the way you expected it to. Future. Okay. The Chariot. All right, so this is victory, this is movement, this is action. All right. So we'll put all this together. Okay. Key of Light. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the Key of Light. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. Archangel Michael has a message for you. You now have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Though as you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. For now, to be free, use the Key of Light. This means staying true to what you know for yourself. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave in to naysayers and fear generators. Most especially, do not collapse under your own old fears or doubts. Gently and persistently cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle. Free yourself from any apparent prison and ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. All doors shall be open to you. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. Step back and radiate love from your center. That is your way. You do not have to betray your spirituality to fight. You can fight with love and trust, and that can be your way as a spiritual warrior. In each moment, you choose love and trust. You are fighting the good fight. You are learning that love is expressed in no as much as in yes. For when you fight against those who want you to deny the truth, you are standing clear and strong in loving truth. Michael helps you realize the strength that you already have within you to do this. This oracle is a message for you to trust in your own ability to triumph right now. You are the key to success. You must believe in yourself. You don't have to force a door to open. In perfect time, according to divine grace, all doors will be open for you. Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. You shall not be kept back from your divine destiny. You shall be empowered to succeed. Refuse to give up on your dreams. This may mean freeing yourself from situations or relationships that have enslaved or controlled you. When you are ready, this can be done with the great gentleness, compassion, and strength. Free yourself with love, not fear. You may need to lock doors to the past behind you. With divine empowerment, you can completely and utterly allow the past to be over. You will find that new doors can then be unlocked for you. I call upon Archangel Michael and the key of light. I give thanks for the divine gift of liberation from any restraining circumstances. I give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door I choose, and I open any door that I choose. I am grateful to the loving encouragement of the universe, reminding me that I will be successful in fulfilling my divine purpose. May I be assisted by unconditional love to use my power of freedom with wisdom. May all beings be blessed by the grace of the divine, so that the past ceases to hold them in pain and new opportunities of love can be accepted. May humanity open the door to light and love within. Through my own free will and the unconditionally loving guides that serve human evolution, so be it. All right. So this is really talking about stepping into your power. And it took me a very, very long time to understand what my power actually was and what your power is as well. Get this over. So our power is in our choices. The choices that you make is the power that you have. You have the power to say yes to the things that you want and the power to say no to the things that you don't want. And any time that you are saying yes to things that you know that you do not want, you are giving away your power. And I know that it can feel like you don't have a choice, right? But you always have a choice. And the choice to not do anything is still a choice. And, there will be consequences to our choices, of course. But we always have the choice. We always have the freedom of choice. All right, so we've got the Nine of Wands in the past. So the Nine of Wands is learning to harvest creative energy takes patience and strength. You have to know how to use the energy when it flows and how to get into the vibration of it when it is calm and quiet. There is a balance that takes place in this card that is not always obvious, but simply knowing it is something that you should be aware of will assist you at the same time. It might look nice and calm in the fire pearl harvesting cave right now, but things can change very quickly. Our fine pearl harvester knows his surroundings well. He has leaned over over the years not to take the conditions of his workplace for granted. He must be ready and able to deal with any and all unexpected flare-ups or eruptions. Yet if we take a good look at him, he looks meditative, as if he places the fire pearls atop their awaiting wands. Part of walking the path of awareness is keeping the body and mind calm while being aware of ever-moving conditions around you. So the Nine of Wands is about just kind of standing your ground, holding your ground, that final defense, that last hurdle before you get to the other side. We've got the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Five of Cups is grieving. It's a loss. Saying goodbye is never easy. Letting go is harder still. But not all creatures find joy in the same place, which is something our 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐊 is finding out. Her best friend is returning to the sea. Life on land is just not for her. The path they once walked together is now going to divide into two different directions, one on land and the other out at sea. Personal destiny is just that, personal. But that doesn't make it any less painful to accept that. It might mean saying goodbye to those you love. There is no pleasant way to experience the Five of Cups. It is one of those cards that will bring a certain level of pain with it. We are reminded here that life is not without choices, and choices are not without consequences. The Five of Cups reminds us that pain is a part of life, but suffering is optional. Fabulous new opportunities await you after you say goodbye. Life will go on, and this won't be the last time that you will have to let something or someone go. All right, so it's working through the grief right now. You are grieving a loss, and then we've got the Chariot. There are stories and tales from various cultures about the horse that lives under the water, be it a water horse, seahorse, or the Greeks called it hippocampus. The stories all speak of a fast and powerful creature. For the merfolk, the horses under the waterline are very real and part of their daily lives. They carry cargo and building materials and ferry merfolk from place to place. The horses are also trained to rescue those lost at sea and to deliver messages to those under the water and upon the land. Only those with a special ancestral bond can hear water horses, and only those who have the horses in their blood can train them. For everyone else, the horses under the water are strong, stubborn, and highly unpredictable. Buckle up, things are about to get interesting. The hippocampus is being prepared for a journey. Its gear is being lovingly secured and strapped into place. It is all but ready to take you where you need to go. The journey will likely be interesting, as they rarely take you where you want to go, only to the places they know that you need to go. You might find their method liberating or frustrating, depending on how deeply you are attached to your destination. Either way, you're in for a ride you won't quickly forget. All right, so the Chariot is about movement and taking action. All right, so let me just kind of see what are you dealing with right now? What exactly are we moving away from? So give me some information about the Five of Cups, this loss. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Two of Wands, The Two of Wands is a crossroads. It was having to make a very difficult decision about which path you needed to go. We've got the Hermit. That is a time of deep self-reflection. And that is when you get really clear about what you actually want, what is needed, and who you really are. And then you have the Lovers card. So the Lovers is also about choice. So we've got both of these cards are really about making a choice. You had to make a very difficult decision that kind of took you off the path that you thought you were supposed to be on. Because this card is all about when life turns out different than what we thought it was going to be. You made a choice at one point, and you worked really hard towards something at one point that you thought you wanted, that you thought was the right path for you. But now then you're kind of realizing that's not where I need to go. I've got other places to go. I've got other things to do, and so you're having to let other things go. You're making the decisions, but it's very difficult for you. All right, so what actions need to be taken right now with this Chariot? Okay. So the Eight of Pentacles is about working towards mastery at something. This is like you really get your focus on that project and you just become, the expert. The Eight of Cups, that is releasing what no longer serves you. That's the action. So right now you're sitting in the crossroads. I don't think you've made the choice yet. I think that's what you're kind of just really in your head about. You're grieving over the choice because I think you already know what the choice is that you need to make, but you're just not ready to do it because once you do it, it's final. You know that that's it. There's no going back. So I think that's kind of, you're at the crossroads right now. You haven't made the choice yet, but that is what you're being asked to do. It's time to walk away from something and start working on something else. And with that, it's going to take a whole lot of strength to do this. Okay. So we have Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, and that is it. Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Virgo. So that could be the energy of someone around you. You may know exactly who I'm talking about just by me saying that, or they may be coming up on your path. All right. We'll use the Gilded Tarot to do some clarification. Okay. So, deep breath. What do you have to look forward to at this time? Okay. So the Queen of Cups, this is really following your heart. This is getting to follow your heart. And then we've got the Page of Cups. This is a small offer of love coming in. This could be if you're already in a relationship, it's kind of leveling up to the next level. So if you've been talking to someone, this is let's make it, serious. If you've been in it, then maybe you're moving in together, getting engaged, something like that. It's the next level. And then it's bringing you to the Ten of Cups. That is complete emotional fulfillment. So this choice is bringing you to better places. Okay. What do you need to be mindful of in this situation? So we've got the Six of Cups. This is about the past. The Three of Cups came out in reverse. So I feel like that there are some friendships, relationships from your past, connections from your past that we've got the Five of Cups. This is time to let go of those. These are all cups. So this is all very emotional, but it's time to kind of move away from that group and start moving on your new path that's going to bring in new people and new connections. Okay. What does this situation look like in 6 months' time? So the Queen of Swords, that's being very clear about what you want and communicating it. The Three of Pentacles is collaborating with others. But then we've also got the Nine of Swords. So there's some anxiety in this. Let's find out why that is there. Why is the Nine of Swords here? What are we anxious about? What's keeping you up at night? Oh. Okay, I feel like that there's an energy that is going to be trying to block the creation that you're trying to bring in. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands. So this is a very driven person, very confident, very, it can be an entrepreneurial spirit, but it can also be very forceful and reckless. And this can borderline on like very controlling. The Empress is about the new life you're trying to create, but it came out in reverse. So that's telling me, and this is clarifying the anxiety. So it's telling me that there is some energy that is really trying to block what you're trying to create. And then we've got the Seven of Wands. This is about the need to have really good boundaries and protection around you. Because that's the thing that is kind of keeping you up right now. Stressing you out, or this is 6 months time. All right, so what is your best move forward at this time? Okay, so I'm going to have to read this move. So we've got the Four of Wands. This is the long-term commitment. This is the celebration. This is, just really focus on your future. We've got the Nine of Swords came out again. So I asked, what is your best move forward? We've got the Nine of Swords. So we're going to read that card to find out how that is your best move forward. We've got the High Priestess. This is about your intuition. It is using your intuition to know what opportunities you need to be taking, what people you need to be bringing with you. And then the Two of Wands. This is that crossroads. This is, you're at that place where you need to make the decision. The Two of Wands is action. It is action. All right, so we've got the Nine of Swords. That's the second time we've seen that come out, so we need to understand, why is this card talking to us? By the soft glow of candles, a woman sits up in bed as if awakened by a bad dream. The translucent masked figure symbolizes the vague yet troubling thoughts that plague the sleeper. She crosses her arms across her chest as if to protect her heart. As evidenced by the swords, this woman is clearly troubled by some large problems, large enough to disturb her sleep. The owl, a symbol of wisdom, is nearby, apparently ready to share its knowledge and thereby impart some comfort to the woman. As she puzzles out the problem, perhaps she will see her way clear to wisdom and truth. For now, though, she is alone and closed off. This is the hermit taken to a sad extreme. In this time of trial, she would do well to reach out and get the comfort and wisdom that she needs. It seems that it is near at hand. You are agonizing over something. For whatever reason, you are working through this alone, even though help is nearby. Reach out and allow someone to guide and comfort you. Be aware of isolation. You may feel like you're alone, and your pride may stop you from reaching out. You're not alone, and your pride may cost you more than you know. So this connected me back with the channeled message of friendships. How well do you get along with others? And Do you appreciate the people in your life? You will likely be collaborating with others soon on a new project or mission. So I feel like that this is that part. You need to reach out. You may think that there's nobody there to support you, but I feel like this is telling us otherwise. And you won't know if you never ask. And, we've got this. There is somebody that is going to support you through this. Okay. What else do I want to know from this? How can you stay positive at this time? Okay. All right. So we got the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia, but I also feel this is about healing the things from your past and connecting it to your future. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this is that mastering a skill, getting really focused. We've got the Judgment. This is answering the call on your life. And then the Emperor is about stepping into your power. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and read the Six of Cups because that has come out a couple of times too. Children explore a colorful fantasy land. Friendly animals are their playmates. The cat in the foreground represents the present. The trees with their deep roots symbolize the past. The memory of a happy time in the past can provide warmth, a sense of security, and inspiration to share the same benevolence. It can also create a romanticized sense of nostalgia that causes us a profound sense of disappointment in a current situation. Just as the Lovers indicates balanced choice, so this card contains a necessary element in choosing how the past will affect the present. You will find yourself faced with a memory. Consider it carefully, as memories can be tricky things, altered by time and distance and even current desires. Make sure that whatever role it plays in shaping your current actions is balanced by logic and reality. Be aware of letting your past or your ideas of the past control you. So don't let your past control you. Don't let your past determine your future, because you learn from the past. You're making better choices now. You're seeing things from a new perspective. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Where are you? Okay. A lonely apprentice works late into the night on his project. He is focused and determined, perhaps too focused to notice his little companion. Like the Strength card, this young man tamed his baser instincts and desires in order to achieve something greater. Even though he may wish to go out and enjoy himself, he is willing to forego immediate pleasure for the sake of a long-term goal. You are involved in a course of study in preparation for a better future. Your discipline and drive will serve you well. Do take a moment, though, and enjoy some pleasant companionship. Be aware of driving yourself too hard to the exclusion of all else. Even in the midst of heavy studies, a person needs a little rest and relaxation. So, whatever your focus is, whatever you're working towards, it's asking you to make sure that you're noticing the people around you too. We have the Judgment card. The message of judgment is clear. You are being called to do something. You might not want to hear it and are actively drowning it out with noise of your daily life. You might be afraid of the call and the changes that it will bring. Listen to it and face it with courage and action. It promises a more fulfilling life. Be aware of two things. First, of ignoring the call or shirking from it in fear or obstinance. Second, of mistaking the desires of others or of society for a true calling. Do not feel compelled to dance to anyone else's tune, and do not ignore the music of your own heart. I love how much Archangel Michael has really shown up in this reading today, because we've gotten multiple cards that represented him. And then we have the Emperor. The message of the Emperor is that of healthy stability. Create an environment that allows you to function at your best. Seek well-functioning order in your life in terms of your home, your workplace, and your relationships. Appreciate the rules of society that allow a smooth and peaceful life. Be aware of stifling or stagnating rules and regulations. Creating order in your life simply for the sake of order alone is inhibiting, not liberating. Learn when it is time to question the obligations and mores of society. All right. So again, staying positive. Do not allow your past to hold you back. Make sure that you're bringing some balance. You are working on something. You're working really hard on something, but this could turn into a workaholic situation. Answering the call and understanding that it is a true call on your life, and then stepping into your power. All right. So I'm going to stop there. If you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you comment, like, and share, that tells the algorithm to keep pushing this out to more people. It helps to grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.